Alright everybody, welcome back to my Let's Play of Katawa Shoujo. I'm going to not dilly-dally, and I'm going to go right back to where we were. The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and grey plaster assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. I wondered if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. The fun fact is that this is an actual... It's not a drawing. Well, it is a drawing, but this is an actual school. It's the front gate of Brown University in... well, it's somewhere. I forget where it is. It's in America. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. It does indeed, good sir. So I walked towards the main building of Yamaku Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone, and my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. Yeah, this is actually Brown Academy. This is what it looks like. If you Google Brown Academy, this will probably be one of the first images that pops up. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have, more like a park, with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh-cut grass and all the other park-like things. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. Why? You like dirty and gross? I shake them off. Stay open-minded now, it's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself, that's what I tell myself too. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies, too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley. Even though I was told that this is my new school, in the back of my hand it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled. What did you expect? I mean, it's gonna be the same building. The only thing different is there'd probably be a ramp somewhere around here. I don't know. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kind of eerie. Well, maybe because there's classes going on. I mean, it makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. The trees hum with the wind, and the green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. It makes me think about hospitals again, and how they say that the operating rooms are painted green because green is a calming color. Is that why on the TV shows that the surgeons always wear green? I didn't know that. So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building, I surprise myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back, even if I had no life I could return to. Well, that's not true, you could just turn around and leave. I'm pretty sure the gate works both ways. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back now. Why not? Just turn around and walk away. It's not that hard. Feeling nervous and with this realization in my head, I open the front door. A tall man with bad posture notices me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. You must be Niki? Nakai. So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom teacher and science teacher. My name is Mutao. Welcome. We exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy. Great. And he looks at his watch. The head nurse asked you for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? What the heck kind of voice was that? Yes, this afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already. I'm gonna try and find a better voice for him because that's the same voice as the doctor. Waiting for me? I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? I know this one gives you points for Shizune, and this one does nothing. So I'm gonna do this one, because I don't like Shizune. I mean, I like her, but I don't want her root right now, so I'm gonna go here. Why? Do I have to? Of course not. That's why I asked. Right. In real life, I probably wouldn't do that either, because I am terribly shy in front of people. So I would just like, hey, teacher, do it for me. I'm scared. Right. Let's go then. My heart is pounding in my chest, and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third door on the third floor corridor is marked for the classroom 3-3. 3-3-3-3-3-3-3-3-3-3. Mutao opens the door and enters. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Get a grip! This is a big step, I know that. But there isn't any point to worrying so much about it. At least not this soon. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around, partially so I won't have to meet the curious gaze of my new classmates. Nobody's really staring at you. That guy's dead. He doesn't care. She's interested in the sky. He's creepily happy. Okay, there's a gaze. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high, and there's a lot of space left over around and in between the desks. An entire wall taken up by blackboards and the high old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. I stop walking in front of the classroom and face the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school. But then why would they be here? Cane? Bandage? No hand? I don't know. They're probably like me and have something wrong with them, only it's just not immediately obvious. Then I notice that one of the girls seems to be missing the thumb of her right hand. Still don't know who that is. It's a little jarring. And there's that chick, and there's that guy that everyone points out, and there's... Ugh. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone is talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone is looking at me. A girl with really long, straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking at her, she covers her face with her hands as if it makes her invisible. Hanako, come back, you're over there, I miss you. There is one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. You. Sign language? She peers at me over the rims of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she's doing. She's kinda cute. So it is the cheery-looking girl with the pink hair sitting next to her. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled, Hisao. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her at the moment I walked in. Please welcome our newest classmate. He claps his hand, and so does everyone else, except one girl in the first row who has only one hand, which was right over there. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing in thanks for this applause I did not deserve. After the applause, there's a brief silence that nobody seems to want to be responsible for breaking. Well, she can't, because she can't talk. The teacher soon realizes that he should probably say something. He opens up with some unintelligible noise, shuts up and loses his momentum, and then starts introducing me. This is Hisao. Nobody seems to be too interested. Great. Maybe I should have said yes to the self-introduction thing. Probably realizing he doesn't know anything about me, he just ends up saying my name wrong again, and asks me to write it on the blackboard. I do that, and turn to face the class, feeling awkward. This was your fault, buddy. You're the one who didn't want to man up and talk. Well, technically that's my fault, but... shut up. I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along, while letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row girl claps on this round, with one hand against the other wrist that ends up in a bandaged stump. It makes me feel a little bad. Well, yeah, dude. We're going to be doing some group work today, so that'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? Yeah, it's fine with me. That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. She is the class representative. She can explain anything you might want to know. And who else would be able to do that better, right? I guess. How could I know? Well, yeah, I don't know anyone here, so how am I supposed to know that? The teacher passes out the day's assignments and announces that we will be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. The teacher sees me and catches my helpless expression. Oh, right. Hakamichi is right there. Shizune Hakamichi. I'm doing hand gestures. I don't know why I'm doing that. As he calls out her name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with bright pink hair and gold eyes waves her hand at me. I take a seat next to her by the window. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. Ah ha 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 ha! Oh, I can't do this. I'm not going to be able to do Misha's voice. What? I'm caught off guard by her laughter. It's nice to meet you too, but I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Misha. This is Hakamichi Sichan. Oh my god, this is going to be torture. Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. It looks like she has been staring at me this whole time. She nods, once nonchalantly, to show that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. She has short, yet carefully neatly brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses, balanced on the tip of her dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teacher is messing with me, saying things like, "You'll be able to talk to people, and whoever better to explain things to you." I can see you're a little confused, right? But I understand why you would think I was Sichan. Sichan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. I'm like an interpreter. She says it's nice to meet you, too. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Sichan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he wouldn't have been standing up there for no reason, right? Right. Misha looks at me with a weird expression, then continues. I'm going to kill myself by the end of this. Her voice is terrible. We don't know much about him, but maybe we'll find out later. Maybe I should have introduced myself after all. Anything would have given a better first impression than the teacher's drone and fumbling with my name. I don't care. I don't want points for her. I don't want her route. I don't want your route. I don't want both of you. You're crazy. We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know who you would be here today. So soon, Hichan, right? Hichan? Yep, it fits, doesn't it? I did not say that out loud. Can you read minds? You're crazy. Did I say that out loud? It's just a surprise. I've never liked that nickname. I don't really see how. It fits! You look just like I imagined. Creepy. Ha 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 ha! Okay, I'm gonna stop doing the laughs. That's where I draw the line. Yeah, you look just like a Hichan. I wonder why everyone seems to think so. Hakamichi taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands a blur. Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Sorry about that. Sichan wants you to know that she's the class rep, so if there's anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it. Misha stumbles with the hard work a bit, making it stick out in her otherwise fluid translation. Thanks, that would be pretty helpful. Yeah, I kinda came straight to class today. That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before you go there, not just with school. Well, that's my parents' fault. They threw this on me at the last second. I had no choice, okay? Don't blame me. Always, even if it's a trip to the convenience store. Really, Sichan. Learn about where you're going. I guess I didn't bother to do that, or just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to going along with it half-assedly. But anyway. I don't say anything, and Misha signs something that ends in a shrug. What was that? It seems like it was about me. I feel like slumping over in my seat. Both of them are smiling. But that shrug hit me unexpectedly deeply. Yeah, screw you guys. You look down. Are you okay? Her voice is killing me. Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed a test. Alright. And another thing, you don't have to call Sichan something so formal like Hakamichi or class rep all the time. Just call her Sichan. I really don't want to. Please don't tell me to do that. Aww. Still don't like you. Okay, maybe that's a little too casual. Maybe Sejune would be more appropriate. Sorry about that. Yup. Shizune is fine. Heh. Okay, that'd be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly. Once again, don't be fooled. Once again, I'm using hand gestures. I really should stop doing that. So I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier. Especially about Suzune, who I assume would be all business, yeah. You just wait. Actually, no. We're not doing her route, so you... Yeah. Well, it still seems like that. Just less so, I guess. Huh? Oh, right! We haven't even touched the assignment! We should start work now, or Sachan will get mad. She is mad, look at that. The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it before the end of class. That too. I really don't want to do her voice, because it's so... it's embarrassing. Shizune glares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message. After class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day today, okay? The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long. Yeah, I know that. One problem takes like 5 pages, you do one thing wrong, you have to waste another 6 pages, yeah. Still, we finished it a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite our late start. Sujuni and Misha are really capable. They're quite different, though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and that's what she looks like. Not to mention a little more easily distracted. Well, yeah. Duh. She's crazy. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. How can you be expected to do the work? It's your first day. You wouldn't have learned anything that they've learned so far. The clock tower bell rings. That is like the universal Japanese school bell sound, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby where I met Mutao, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in the school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open to the courtyard toward the main gate. It's the cafeteria! Yay! No shit! Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There's a rather long list of menu options, which seem great until I realize that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. How nice! It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital. Excuse me. Eating portion measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to a table, sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. Yeah, she seems so interested right now. I don't understand signs, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at the person who talks to you is proper and polite. Do you want to know something? But... about anything. We're your guides, so you should ask us if there's something. I wonder. No. Library. I like books. Books are cool. Oh yeah, is there a library in the school? Lately I've gotten into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. You wouldn't know what that's like, do you? Misha gives the kind of frown that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, but then picks up her smile. How is it not healthy? I mean, can't be anything less healthy than what you do for fun. There is! It's in the second floor. We can show it to you sometime. Thanks. I return to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Suzune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they were talking about secret girl stuff or something. I quickly notice the conversation and sign is not enough to fill a silence. I'm gonna end this recording here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a comment, leave a like. I'm gonna be continuing the series even if I don't get that many views on each video. I'm determined and I'm having fun with this. I'm enjoying replaying this game because this is probably one of my favorite visual novels, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. A lot more fun actually talking about it than just sitting here and reading. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you didn't, tell me what I'm doing wrong. If you did, tell me. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.